I am back to discuss comics again. This week's upcoming collected edition trade paperbacks from the big two, Marvel and DC. These released June 11th, and we got a total of 9 this week, which is a more average number compared to the massive 16 we had last week. And as always, I'll be going in order of least pulled to most pulled according to leagueofcomicgeeks.com. So coming in at number 9, we have Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, the comic book adaptation of the Disney Plus series. Credit to Hauser, LaRocca, and Guru FX. I'm not sure if that's an individual or a company, but they get credit. Alright, this one collects Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, numbers 1 to 6. 200 pages at $29.99, which seems a little unusual to me. Isn't that a little high for 6 issues? I haven't seen that before. $5 an issue, that's like cover price. Usually they're a little cheaper. Anyways, Obi-Wan returns in the official adaptation of the hit series. When agents of the Empire pose a new threat, Obi-Wan Kenobi emerges after years of hiding. Years after the events of Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan is tasked with keeping both of the Skywalker children safe from a distance, until young Leia Organa finds herself held in a ransom plot. Can Obi-Wan save Princess Leia without the Empire realizing he's alive? As he searches for allies, he must face his greatest failure, Darth Vader. Next we have the Mighty Thor Epic Collection, The Lost Gods. Credit to DeFalco, Diodato Studios, Bushima, Raimondi, and Friends. This one collects Journey into Mystery, number 503 to 513, and number -1. Valkyrie, number 1, Hercules in the Heart of Chaos, numbers 1 to 3. So all kinds of stuff there. Total of 400 pages at $44.99. It's a big boy. Volume number 24 in the Thor Epic Collections. Thor is gone. Asgard has been destroyed. Its gods are scattered across the earth, living mortal lives with no memory of their past selves. Can Sif, Baldur, Ulik the Troll, the Warriors 3, the Enchantress, and the other lost gods discover the truth about themselves in time to stop the world-destroying plot of Seth, the Egyptian god of death? Plus, Brunhilde, the Valkyrie, is a legend reborn, but is destined to face the deepest depths of despair. And stripped of his immortal powers and grieving for his lost allies, Thor and the Avengers, Hercules struggles to find his place in the mortal world. But when Ares, god of war, plots to plunge Earth into the Dark Ages once more, the Prince of Power is drawn back into the fray. This is a colorful one. Yeah, 90s. I haven't read a lot of 90s comics, but I hear they're wild. Alright, coming in at number 7, we've got X-Men Epic Collection, The Gift. Credit on this one to Claremont, Romita Jr., Smith, and Cockrum. Collecting Uncanny X-Men, numbers 189 to 198, X-Men Annual number 8 from 1970, X-Men and Alpha Flight numbers 1 to 2, and Nightcrawler numbers 1 to 4. 512 pages at a whopping $49.99. This is volume number 12 in the X-Men Epic Collections. Swords and sorcery, mutant style. Finding themselves in the middle of a barbarian nightmare, can the X-Men, Avengers, and Spider-Man restore the world? Things are no less mystical for the X-Men in Alpha Flight when the trickster god Loki offers a gift to the people of Earth. But, big surprise, it comes with a price. And blade in hand, Nightcrawler swashbuckles his way through an other-dimensional solo adventure. Enough fantasy for you? How about sci-fi, courtesy of Lockheed the Space Dragon, and the time-tossed future sentinel known as Nimrod? And for fans of good old-fashioned superheroics, Power Pack meets Wolverine, and the Juggernaut's back in town. Next we have JLA Year 1, 2024 edition. Credit on this one to Mark Waid, Brian Augustin, and Barry Kitson. JLA Year 1 is now printed in a new edition. Collects JLA Year 1, issues number 1 to 12. 336 pages at $29.99. From the writer of Kingdom Come, Mark Waid pins the secret origin of the Justice League of America in JLA Year 1. Critically acclaimed author Mark Waid brings you the very beginning of the greatest superheroes of all time, the Justice League of America. This new edition graphic novel looks back at how the original Justice League of America formed and the trials and tribulations that it had to endure during its first year of existence. Focusing on some of the most iconic superheroes of all time, such as Superman, Batman, and The Flash, this is the start of everything. Next we have Star Wars The High Republic Phase 3 Volume 1, Children of the Storm. Credit to Scott, Enindito, Toe, and Cresta. Collecting Star Wars The High Republic from 2023, issues number 1 to 4, and material from Star Wars Revelations. This one is 144 pages at $17.99. Star Wars The High Republic returns for its explosive Phase 3. A year after the destruction of Starlight Beacon, Marchion, Ro, and the Nihil stand victorious. The once mighty Jedi are outclassed, the Republic is on its knees, and Keeve Trinus leads a desperate assault against an invading force on the edges of the galactic frontier. The odds are stacked against her, but a Jedi always clings to hope. The Force is with her, right? Not so fast, because the Nihil are allying themselves with the Hutts, and the galaxy just became an even more dangerous place. Past missions come back to haunt the Jedi, and familiar faces return, but not as they used to be. Who or what is the child of the storm? Next we have The Incredible Hulk Volume 2, War Devils. Credit on this one to Johnson, Klein, Earls, and Wilson. Collecting Incredible Hulk from 2023, numbers 6 to 11, and material from War is Hell, number 1. 152 pages at $19.99. The new age of monsters continues. Bruce Banner's new friend Charlie reminds him he's more than a man on the run. He's an Avenger, a hero, and heroes help people. So, when their travels lead them to a Texas town under attack by dreaded monstrosities known as war devils, Bruce decides it's time for the Hulk to step in. But in doing so, he rouses an undead spirit of vengeance from his eternal slumber, summoning a 100-year-old Ghost Rider who intends to ride down the Hulk. Then, Hulk and Charlie find themselves in a supernatural town haunted by a serial killer. But frozen Charlotte is no mere mortal killer, and Hulk will need the help of a supernatural detective to track her down. Enter the Ghost Detective, plus a fascinating and soul-crushing tale of war by Philip Kennedy Johnson, set in modern-day Afghanistan, will chill you to the bone. Wolverine by Benjamin Percy, Volume 8, Sabretooth War, Part 1. By Percy, Laval, Shaw, Smith, and Sinclair. Collecting Wolverine, 2020, numbers 41 to 45, 144 pages at $17.99. The most violent Wolverine story ever told. Get ready for the showdown to end all showdowns, Wolverine vs. Sabretooth. It's been years since these heavy hitters have crossed paths in the Marvel Universe, but as Krakoa falls, so rises Sabretooth, and he's out for revenge. Freed from the pit and backed by an army of Sabreteeth, Victor Creed will prove once and for all why he's Logan's ultimate nemesis. We have Black Widow by Kelly Thompson. Credit to Kelly Thompson, Elena Casagrande, Raphael de Latourier, and Raphael Pimentel. Got 2 Raphaels on one comic. This collects Black Widow from 2020, issues 1 to 15. 336 pages at only $34.99. It's less than $3 each. The entire Eisner Award-winning series in a single book. Something is very wrong with Natasha. She's happy? She's reveling in the perfect life she never dreamed she could have. But scratching that surface of that peaceful existence reveals something very wrong lurking beneath it, and a woman like Nat just can't help but scratch. Beyond the Golden Gate Bridge lies a mystery only the Marvel Universe's greatest spy can solve, but doing so will be the most emotional adventure of her long life. As the Black Widow adjusts to a revised status quo in San Francisco, allies old and new will help her target a mysterious emerging threat in the city by the bay, a dangerous villain known only as Apogee. But even more deadly is the living blade, the one skeleton in Natasha's closet she hoped she'd never encounter again. And in first place we have Nightwing Volume 3, The Battle for Bloodhaven's Heart, by Tom Taylor, Bruno Redondo, and Adriano Lucas. Collecting Nightwing 2016, numbers 92 to 96. 136 pages at $16.99. After using the Pennyworth Foundation to create a haven for unhoused kids, Dick Grayson's got a target on his back. It's a good thing he's under the protection of Nightwing and the Titans and Bloodhaven's new commissioner. Now Blockbuster's finding it difficult for his hitmen to get Grayson, until Heartless offers Blockbuster a deal he cannot refuse. By the end of this battle, someone will find out who Nightwing is, someone will get their heart taken out, and Bloodhaven will be changed forever. So that's the rundown of everything releasing yesterday. Total of 9 comics. Collected editions, that is. Y'all let me know what you think.